High above the city of Braga, Portugal, sits a special place called Bom Jesus do Monte. That means Good Jesus of the Mount. It's more than just a church. It's a really old and important place, a beautiful example of Baroque architecture and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Imagine climbing a giant staircase, each step taking you closer to the sky. That's what it's like at Bom Jesus do Monte. It's on a hill, surrounded by trees, with amazing views of the city and countryside. But the best part is the journey up, a kind of spiritual trip that people have taken for hundreds of years. Whether you're looking for a peaceful place or just want to see something beautiful, Bom Jesus do Monte is amazing. As soon as you get there, you'll feel calm and amazed. You'll hear birds singing and smell eucalyptus trees. The church's white walls shine in the sun, inviting you to come in and explore. Come with us on a virtual tour of this amazing place. We'll learn about its history, its architecture, and why it's so important to so many people. The intricate carvings and statues tell stories of faith and devotion. Pilgrims come here to light candles and offer prayers, their faces often reflecting deep emotion and reverence. From the top, the views are breathtaking, offering a sense of peace and perspective. Inside the church, the ornate interior is a feast for the eyes, with visitors often pausing to admire the craftsmanship. Historical reenactments bring the past to life, showing how people lived and worshipped here centuries ago. Guides are available to explain the rich history and significance of each part of the sanctuary. Visitors often take photos, capturing memories of their visit to this extraordinary place. As the sun sets, Bom Jesus do Monte takes on a magical glow, with lights illuminating the church and creating a serene atmosphere. As you leave, you'll find yourself looking back, already planning your next visit. Bom Jesus do Monte is not just a destination, it's an experience that stays with you long after you've left. Discover the magic of Bom Jesus do Monte. Bom Jesus do Monte started a long time ago, back in the 1300s, when the world was a very different place. The people of Portugal were deeply religious, and their faith played a central role in their daily lives. This was a time when the church was not just a place of worship, but a cornerstone of the community, influencing every aspect of life. Religion was very important to the people of Portugal. They built grand churches and held large gatherings to celebrate their faith. Pilgrimages were common, and people traveled great distances to visit holy sites, seeking blessings and miracles. In 1373, a small chapel was built at Bom Jesus do Monte. This humble structure marked the beginning of what would become one of the most significant religious sites in Portugal. The chapel was a simple place, but it held great meaning for the people who visited it. Over time, Bom Jesus do Monte grew in importance. People came from all over to visit, drawn by the site's spiritual significance and the promise of divine intervention. The chapel became a beacon of faith, attracting pilgrims from near and far. In the 1600s, Archbishop D. Jorge da Costa II recognized the growing importance of Bom Jesus do Monte. He saw the potential for the site to become a major pilgrimage destination and took steps to enhance its appeal. He ordered a small chapel to be built in 1494, making it an even more popular place for pilgrims. This new chapel was more elaborate than the original, reflecting the increasing significance of the site. Then, during the Baroque period, when churches were built to be big and impressive, the sanctuary became even grander. The Baroque style, with its emphasis on grandeur and detail, transformed Bom Jesus do Monte into a magnificent site that showcased the glory of God. The year 1629 was a big year for Bom Jesus do Monte. A group of dedicated individuals from Braga began the construction of small chapels that depicted scenes from the life of Jesus. These chapels were not just buildings, they were artistic representations of the sacred stories that shaped the Christian faith. These chapels are like little works of art, and they're a big part of what makes Bom Jesus do Monte so special. Each chapel tells a different part of Jesus' story, creating a spiritual journey for visitors as they move from one to the next. The artistic detail in these chapels is remarkable. They are adorned with intricate carvings and beautiful frescoes, making them not only places of worship, but also treasures of religious art. Pilgrims admire these chapels for their beauty and the deep spiritual experience they offer. But it was Archbishop D. Rodrigo de Moura Teles who really changed Bom Jesus do Monte. His vision and leadership brought about significant developments that shaped the site into what it is today. In 1723, he ordered the building of the giant Baroque stairway. This grand staircase, with its elaborate design and impressive scale, became a defining feature of Bom Jesus do Monte. This amazing staircase, with its winding paths and fountains, became a symbol of the journey to God. Pilgrims would ascend the staircase, reflecting on their faith and seeking spiritual enlightenment. The staircase, with its intricate design and symbolic meaning, remains one of the most iconic elements of Bom Jesus do Monte. Bom Jesus do Monte shows how amazing Portuguese Baroque architecture can be. Every detail, from the curves of the stairway to the carvings on the chapels, is beautiful and impressive. The giant stairway is the most famous part. It goes up the hill for 380 feet, and it's a work of art. The stairway has 3 parts, each one representing a different part of a spiritual journey. The first part, the Stairway of the Prophets, has statues of prophets from the Bible, all looking up to heaven. The second part, the Stairway of the 5 Senses, has fountains that represent sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch. These remind people of the things in the world that can distract them from God. Finally, the Stairway of the Virtues leads to a terrace with the church. Here, fountains represent faith, hope, and charity. The church itself is really beautiful. It was designed by Carlos Amarante, and its shape and pillars make it look balanced and peaceful. Section 4. A pilgrimage of the soul, religious and cultural significance. For hundreds of years, people have come to Bom Jesus do Monte to feel closer to God. This sacred site, nestled in the lush hills of Braga, Portugal, has been a beacon of faith and devotion for countless pilgrims. The journey to Bom Jesus do Monte is not just a physical one, but a deeply spiritual experience that has been cherished through generations. Going on a pilgrimage, traveling to a holy place, is very important in the Catholic religion. It represents a journey of faith, a quest for spiritual renewal, and a chance to seek divine intervention. Pilgrims often travel great distances, enduring hardships and challenges, to reach their sacred destination. It's a journey of thinking about your life and asking for forgiveness. Pilgrims use this time to reflect on their actions, seek penance, and renew their commitment to their faith. The act of pilgrimage is seen as a way to cleanse the soul and find inner peace. At Bom Jesus do Monte, the journey up the hill is just as important as getting to the church. The stairway, with its 577 steps, is a physical challenge that symbolizes the spiritual ascent towards God. Each step taken is a step closer to spiritual enlightenment and divine grace. As people walk up the stairway, they think about Jesus' life. The stairway is designed to evoke contemplation and meditation on the life and sacrifices of Jesus Christ. Pilgrims often pause at various points to pray and reflect on their own spiritual journey. Each chapel along the Stairway of the Passion shows a different part of the story of Jesus' final days, from when he was arrested to when he died on the cross. These chapels serve as stations of the cross, guiding pilgrims through the pivotal moments of Jesus' passion and death. The whole sanctuary is designed to make you feel strong emotions, which is typical of the Baroque period. The Baroque style, with its dramatic use of light and shadow, intricate details, and grandiose structures, aims to evoke awe and wonder in the hearts of the faithful. It's a style that wants to make you feel awe and wonder, to pull you into the story. The architecture and art at Bom Jesus do Monte are not just visually stunning, but also deeply symbolic, drawing pilgrims into a profound spiritual experience. And at Bom Jesus do Monte, it works really well. The combination of natural beauty, architectural splendor, and spiritual significance creates a powerful atmosphere that touches the hearts of all who visit. Today, Bom Jesus do Monte is still a very important religious place. It continues to be a site of pilgrimage, drawing people from all walks of life who seek solace, inspiration, and a deeper connection with their faith. People from all over Portugal and other countries still come here to find peace and feel closer to God. The sanctuary's universal appeal transcends cultural and geographical boundaries, making it a truly global spiritual destination. because it's so important. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This designation recognizes Bom Jesus do Monte's outstanding cultural and historical significance, ensuring its preservation for future generations to experience and cherish. Section 5. Ascending to Grace, the Monumental Stairway. The giant stairway is the most important part of Bom Jesus do Monte. It's not just a way to get to the church, it's a symbolic journey, a way of getting closer to God. When you start walking up, look at how big and impressive it is. The stairway has 3 parts, each one different from the others. The Stairway of the Prophets, the longest part, has statues of prophets from the Bible. These figures, some holding scrolls with important messages, are like guides on your spiritual journey. As you climb the Stairway of the 5 senses, you'll see 5 fountains. They represent sight, smell, taste, hearing, and touch. Each fountain is beautiful, with detailed carvings and flowing water. Finally, you'll reach the Stairway of the Virtues, a peaceful and triumphant place. Here, fountains represent faith, hope, and charity. At the top is the beautiful neoclassical church,